Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For everyone new to my YouTube channel, my name is Connor. This video is going to be something completely different to any video I've done so far on this channel. And I feel like talking about it helps me in a way, and there might be people out there going through similar things, similar symptoms, stories or journeys, or have experienced similar things and maybe be able to relate or just want to know about it and maybe be interested in, also listening to somebody else's story out there. So I've been battling cancer for about 3 months now, and I have something called the Germ Cell Cancer. For everyone that doesn't know me yet or hasn't watched my previous YouTube videos, go watch my YouTube videos, okay? Watch my videos only. Nah, I'm joking. But for everyone that doesn't know me, I will explain a little bit of who I am and how my symptoms or cancer, the tumor, has affected my everyday life, and from the point where it started to where I'm at now. So it all started off beginning of March when I started to, no, I didn't start, but I was studying media management and creative business in Holland. For everyone that actually doesn't know, I lived or live now again with my parents in Berlin. I wanted to move out because I wanted to make new experiences and challenge myself to just do something new, and also just to be able to focus on myself. It started off with something I would describe as a regular cold. I developed a little cough. I wasn't really hungry anymore. I didn't want to eat anything, and I was exhausted all the time. I was constantly exhausted from not doing anything. So after a week of being at home, resting and just not doing a lot, it didn't really get better. So I decided to see a doctor. But he then also just sent me away, saying it'd be something like a regular cold or a virus infect that was actually going around at that time. And he put me on antibiotics and sent me back home and was like, alright, that should take care of it. So I took the antibiotics for about 12 days. Just things didn't really get better. Actually, they got so much more worse. So this little cough started to develop into something I would describe as cough attacks. It got to the point where I felt like I wasn't able to breathe anymore, as if somebody was strangling me or something like that. So the next symptom that came up with the cough getting worse was actually the cough. I had like a pressure on my lungs. I felt like there was somebody standing on top of my lungs, which wouldn't allow me to take a deep breath or laugh or really talk anymore, as it would instantly develop to one of these cough attacks again. How can you be a YouTuber if you can't even laugh? Holy. that was then also the time when I had to stop making my videos because I was just not able to do anything anymore. So at that point I was already 3 weeks into something that I thought would be a lung infection or a virus infection, and it didn't seem to get better. There wasn't something like a better day or feeling of it calming down. So I started coming back into uni after 3 weeks, even though I wasn't really feeling better, because I was in my finals weeks and I had to hand in assignments I wasn't able to work on yet because I was trying to rest. I prepared everything, but then I got sick and I wasn't able to do it anymore, and so I had to come into uni and work on those things. Also, I was still hoping that it would get better at some point. I was never really sick, or I never had any real illness, so that's something I can be really thankful for. But then I didn't take it as serious because I was like, I never thought it could be anything that bad. Reviewing it now is actually quite scary, to be honest, because I let it get to the point where I actually start blacking out at home you know, I started to cough, and as soon as I started to cough, or the cough attack started, I already laid down in bed because I knew I was just going to go whoosh. And I woke up every night, sweat through. I slept on top of towels and just changed them every now and then because I woke up too many times. And one of the most shocking things was that I was starting to cough blood, where I was like, all right, now I saw this in Breaking Bad. I'm going to go to the hospital tomorrow. Yeah. So next day I went to the hospital because I felt like this is serious enough to actually see, you know, not, well, a real doctor, but, you know, just to go to the hospital and let it, you know, get checked. So I went in just to get told, yeah, this will be a lung infection. He didn't even make an X-ray or an MRI scan or any. He didn't even take blood, which was, I didn't know what to do at that point. He put me back on antibiotics. Then he gave me like a different type of antibiotics and some like another type of medicine for my lungs to widen. And I kind of, you know, trusted him. I was like, okay, if that's what you say, then, and it helps, and it will help, then that's how it's going to be, you know. So 1 or 2 days later, actually, my holiday started, where I had 4 weeks time, and I wanted to go back to Berlin. And even though I wasn't in any condition to drive, I still decided to drive home. If you want to go home, you want to go home. Holy. I just couldn't wait to get back to my family, my mom, my dad, sister, friends, just to be here and have people around. I was really looking forward to that. So the next day I decided and also to go to the doctors here, to my actual regular house doctor. Now, the next day was a super mad day, because I woke up and I went to the doctors in the morning. The doctors checked my lungs and he was obviously not really happy with the sound of them, so he decided to send me to get an X-ray scan on the same day, which isn't, you know, it doesn't happen that often that you get a same day appointment here in Berlin. So I got an X-ray scan. The doctors there saw there was something between my heart and my lungs, like a little spot on the picture. It was like literally one of these little spots. So, but you know, you can't see what it is. You just see that there is something. And he then sent me downstairs. Downstairs they had an MRI scan, and he sent me there as an emergency. Was like, all right, there is something, but I don't know what it is. It might be something good, or just, you know, blood that stopped there or something like that. And so he sent me downstairs. Downstairs, the doctor could see exactly what it was. Well, could see that there was a big growth, you know, not one of these little ones, but one of these kind of. Now it was a big growth, and he immediately called up the hospitals, or there's like 2 main hospitals in Berlin that, you know, take care of people, or are good, considered really good hospitals for tumours and cancer. I didn't know what was going on at that point, but, you know, then I went to hospital and they were already waiting. Did a lot of checks, took blood, and confirmed to me on April 12th that there's a very aggressive tumour growing inside my body, between my lungs and my heart, my heart and my lungs. And basically was about to eat itself into my lungs and my heart, and blocking arteria from my heart, and yeah, just nothing too good. It then got to me a few days later that all of these symptoms were actually indicators, therefore, that there was like something active in my body growing and developing into, you know, something. So it's quite amazing if you think about that your body tells you that there's something really happening inside you and shows it by, you know, putting out these extreme symptoms. It's insane. I was in hospital for about 3 weeks then, where they made a lot of tests and checks with me. They took biopsies of my tumor, a biopsy of my bone marrow, a lot of blood, and yeah, they had to keep me in because I was, or I am, an emergency patient, because things could get very serious, like instantly. And at that point, I was really affected by not being able to breathe and affected by the tumor. Also, I had a lung infection on top of that, which didn't help. That made it even worse. So I was going through quite a lot, and when you're sick and and you have that going on, they definitely keep you in. That's why I've spent nearly 3 and something weeks in hospital before I got released my first time. So I spent one night at home and then 3 weeks in hospital. I was like, yay. I was always considered like a super active and energetic person, always very happy, and I always wanted to, do everything, see everything. I did a lot of sports, like I played ice hockey, golf in summer, and I finally found my studying program in Holland, which I was really, really happy with. And getting, ripped out of that when you find something you really enjoy doing was quite difficult, but then actually realizing what you have is quite difficult, or realizing how things are changing, or how things actually have changed or going to change in the future, is difficult. I still don't understand. And I'm 2 months in, Jesus. I mean, I'm still Connor, I try to laugh as much as I can and make jokes and be happy and entertain everybody around me. Also in hospital when I don't feel well, I try to make everyone laugh, because it shouldn't be a place where you're not allowed to laugh. I mean, there are days where you wish you could participate like in life normally, when you get friends coming around and you're stuck in hospital and then you're on chemo and you're like, and you're not even really there with it, and they go out and sometimes you just want them to stay, or you just want to go out with them, leave, or just go to the bar, or just go, out on a night out. But then, I mean, there's nothing you can really complain about, because at some point I will eventually be better and I will be able to do all of that again. So, yeah. It's just how it is at the moment. You just gotta, stick in there and get through. There's no need in complaining about it. Nevertheless, I'm happy that we actually found out what it is, and I'm happy that I'm getting the treatment I'm getting, even though the treatment sucks, but the treatment is what I need. And I'm just in, great hands in the hospital, and I've got my family around, and I've got great friends around. Best friends always there, quite often. So this Friday the 7th of June, I was back in hospital for about a week, and since I've been getting chemotherapy for 2 months now, it will be the first time that they actually will be doing the checks to see if the tumor has reacted. So the main goal back then, like 2 months ago, was to make it stop growing, to control it and not make it grow anymore. And so that's what we're actually hoping for at the moment. And the best thing would be if it already started to shrink. Yeah, that'd be cool. That would make me really happy, actually. And because that'd be a good sign. That'd be a sign that chemotherapy is actually, doing something, and I'm not going through this for, nothing. So I'm just very curious at the moment, because I also want to know how long I may be getting these therapies, and seeing how it developed, or if it actually did anything yet. We might have some indicators in how long I'll be getting this therapy, because you never really know. But I mean, you'll get your first feedback. So if there's someone out there that is going through something similar at the moment, maybe they want to share their experience. As for me, it does help talking about it. So maybe you had family members, or you went through something similar, or you just want to know more about it. You can just feel free to leave a nice comment in the comment section down below. I'd be more than happy to read through really any comment. Or if there's something you want to talk about in private, you can send me a direct message. I've got my Instagram linked in the description box down below as well. Also anytime send me a message, and don't be afraid of annoying me. If I don't answer instantly, I'll definitely read it, but it can take me a few days to get back to the message. I hope you enjoyed my video. Also, if it was something slightly different to the regular kind of videos, we will be getting back on track as soon as I'm out. This isn't the dead channel. It will definitely come back, guys. Okay, love you all, and see you next time.